98 of people you see outside you'll never see again, unless you're in a small town, where a lot of the people you see on a daily, sometimes monthly basis you are very likely going to see again. But your statement isn't too far off in lots of urban areas. This is false. I see the same people outside every day. I would see a good 75 of the people I see on most days are the same people. I see mostly the same people over and over. Even the ones on my commute. We make the commute at roughly the same time every day. I think about this all the time, mind-boggling in a sense. Can I see your math on this? Yeah, that depends on where you live, where you work, where you hang out, your commute. Indeed, most of them you will never see again. And to me the most socially awkward person you'll ever know. This is a very good thing. A man with a huge penis walks into the doc's office. Love it. My dick is so one time I was able to put it inside a girl, her immune system tried to fight it. The better response from the doctor that I've heard is FF fuck and no. SSSORY. IICACA can't DD do THTH that. NN no PD deal's a deal. Someone has watched Bad Friends recently, taken word for word, might as well post the video. 5 Dune GE5Es. A guy walks into a doctor's office and says, "Hey, doc, I'd like you to check out my penis." The doctor agrees, and the guy drops his trousers, showing a massive examining the man. The doctor says there's nothing wrong with it. The guy replies, "I know that, doc. But isn't it a fucking beauty?" I feel like we should put spoiler tags around the punchline for every joke here. Why is he stuttering? Bottle and can deposits haven't kept up with inflation. It's not a percentage of the price. It's to encourage recycling. Nearly 75% of all aluminum ever produced is still in use. The deposit amount is a refund of the tax that is included in the price of the product, which is a flat tax based on the number of cans bottles in the container. If the tax hasn't gone up, why should the amount of the tax refund? Neither have balloon prices. In order for the refund to go up, the deposit would need to increase. Adding another 0.20 cents a can onto the purchase price probably isn't a good idea. Back in the 90s you could fill a mail truck full of pop cans and drive it to Michigan and make a few bucks. Yes, there's a poster from World War II that tells families to return their used bottles for 5 cents, and adjusted for inflation that would be worth $8. I will look for the poster for anyone link. Joe took his blind date to the carnival. "What would you like to do first, Kim?" asked Joe. "I want to get weighed," she said. "Laid? I see." This date included no conversation about anything. Never make fun of a fat girl with a S, probably thick and tired of it. Vui impossible I waft out wowed. X200B. HDU and Cinema voice source share at medium web 2x context 3. Wow. Why did I imagine that it was a date with a blind girl? Joe's roommate asked him, "How's was your?" I did not know that some women are very weight conscious. Wuv. Twuv. We you foul wow you foul vu. Why does he lose his dollar if he guesses right? Should have given her the Schnitzengruben. Was the girl Elmer Fudd's daughter? Should have asked to stop for lemonade. Kim. Nothing funny about being blind and also having a speech impediment. My son asked me where poo comes from. Ha 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 ha. Context is key when children ask questions. What is sex? A little boy asked his mother. His mother spent the next 15 minutes explaining it to him. Confused, the boy asked, "How do I fit all that in this little box on my summer camp application form?" That's a real Winnie. Why was Tiger looking in the toilet? He was trying to find poo. I asked my 2-year-old what book she wanted to read. She pointed and said Bear Pooh. No, that's Pooh Bear, and proceeded to get her to repeat that. Can't have her going to nursery and asking for Bear Pooh. Reminds me of one of my favorite shorts. Deep in the 100-acre woods lol. 60 is the worst age to be, said the 60-year-old. You always feel like you have to pee. And most of the time, you stand at the toilet and nothing comes out. "Ah, that's nothing," said the 70-year-old. When you're 70, you can't even crap anymore. Picture it. Sicily, 1932. Thank you, Sophia. Yes, but if you move back 2 time zones you can get cleaned up before you awake. Temporal humor. I'll be leaving this zone now. Man running, male sign. So, if Ani is short for Anakin, and Ben is short for Obi-Wan, and Fives is short for Court 27 5555, and R2 is short for R2-D2, and Chewie is short for Chewbacca, what is Luke short for? What's CT short for? He's got little legs. Luke, what I found in a cave. Lucas. Anakin, not Anakin. Cool hand Luke. I am pretty sure Anakin was short of 2 legs and 1 arm. A hand. Love this. A stormtrooper. Fuck it. He was supposed to be Luke Lewis, but they said no. Ah yes. My favorite Star Wars character, Anakin. Lucas. Leukemia. Look what the cat dragged in. Lucycle. Till a Minnesota burglar named Nicholas Swig was caught after he logged into his own Facebook account on a computer in the house he was robbing. The homeowner returned to find his account still logged in. Let me update my status to not burgling real quick. Gotta establish my alibi. I hate to say it, but this is not the first time I've heard about some nonsense like this happening, like burglars taking selfies in people's houses and or showing themselves with stolen goods in Facebook photos. The quicker you get your stolen goods on Marketplace the better. Robbing a house, lol. It's always the ones you most expect. Plot twist, it was someone else who logged into his account to pin the burglary on him. That's just efficiency. You can post the items to Facebook Marketplace as you put them in your oversized sack. The stupid is strong in this one. Till Harold Cole was known as one of the worst traitors of World War II by both sides. He was a con man who joined the French Air Force, then joined the Nazis when they took France, then betrayed the Nazis to feed intel the British, then joined the US Army, and then deserted. He was called utter shit. I'm kinda surprised no one ever made a movie about this. Be hard to find the right kind of actor to play. Needs someone who just feels sleazy, like a young James Woods. He played both all sides, so he always came out on top. But you have heard of me. If he'll commit treason with you, he'll commit treason on you. Sounds like a pretty good traitor to me. Perhaps you can label him worst human being, but if the descriptor you're using him as a conman, he did pretty well it seems. Turncoat from hell. It was the best of slimes. It was the worst of slimes. Given his list achievement, I can't help but be impressed and call him a legend and utter shit Lamau. Well, that's quite the nickname he earned. Till Hui Fong's Sriracha Rooster Sauce almost exclusively used peppers grown by Underwood Ranches for 28 years. This ended in 2017 when Hui Fong reneged on their contract, causing the ranch to lose tens of millions of dollars. The fact that they produce their own sriracha now is a solid revenge. Underwood Ranch's premium sriracha sauce is the closest I've found to Hui Fong, but it's expensive. Hui Fong were so proud of their product, they considered their farmers as privileged to assist them. No, buddy, they want to get paid. It's about sales, not legacy. Till that Central Park was developed by claiming eminent domain and acquiring land previously owned by roughly 1,600 free African American inhabitants. I believe many of the first African American New Yorkers who earned the right to vote, despite income quotas, came from Seneca. Other immigrants, seen as less desirable, like the Irish, also made it home in communal shanties. Dodger Stadium vibes. Honest question, were there no other races living on the huge tract of central Manhattan that is Central Park? And all that is left of Seneca Village is a small plaque just inside the West 81 Street entrance next to Diana Ross Playground. Oh, here we go. Where's the group of white women clutching their pearls demanding the land be returned? Just like with Lake Lanier. Instead of a park, it became a large reservoir that many people enjoy today. Well, the ones who don't drown in the odd number of deaths there. Till that the creator of Rocket Raccoon is institutionalized due to brain damage from a hit and run in 1992. When Marvel made Guardians of the Galaxy, the compensation package they offered ensured care for the rest of his life. He was rollerblading without a helmet and his head hit the car's windshield and then the pavement. Very sad. Marvel was basically shamed into doing it. When the first Guardians trailer dropped, his brother used it as an opportunity to start a GoFundMe for him, and the internet was like, why is the guy who made this character worth millions of dollars begging for health care? Bill Mantlo. His compensation is still probably nowhere near what he really deserved. But my bar for comic and film studios is in hell, so it's nice they managed to clear it this once. Till that the final Jackson 5 tour was such a financial disaster for the concert promoter that he was forced to sell the New England Patriots to cover the costs. The current owner of the Patriots, Robert Kraft, has a poster of the victory tour on the wall of his office as a reminder of how he came to own the Patriots. I think we can all relate to having made a dubious financial decision and being forced to sell our NFL teams to get out of a pinch. Tale as old as time. So we can thank Michael Jackson for New England and 6 Super. I know Victor Kiam owned the team in between. Bizarre. Because the tour made far more money than planned. Promoter just agreed terms far too favorable for the Jackson family, I guess. Till the Jackson 5 played a role in Tom Brady and Bill Belichick winning 6 Super Bowls. Talk about 6 degrees of separation. The coup de grace was he couldn't bring the victory tour to his home stadium. The town of Foxborough wouldn't allow it. The great tragedy of being a shapeshifter is that everyone wants to have sex with you, but no one wants to have sex with you. Are shapeshifters' base forms totally unfuckable or something? No one would want to have sex with me even if I'm not a shapeshifter anyways. Doesn't matter, had sex. Damn, this is making me really think deeply about identity. It's giving me existential dread. I don't know what to do. Help. I mean, maybe your true form is also super attractive? This is a plot point. Insman first class. Excuse me? Have you not seen Mystique? Her natural blue form is extremely fuckable. Life of a single dad. If I was a shapeshifter, I'd turn into the most handsome man ever, so my wife would cream herself just by looking at me like she does to me. Jizz in my pants. I don't get it. Is it because heterosexual thing? You wanna fuck the female but gross out because you actually fuck a male? If that's the case, a bi wouldn't perceive that as problem. This is an old Finnish story. I'm from Germany and there is an almost similar story. Most of times it's a friend of the brother of a friend who drove under the influence of weed in reverse through a roundabout. The rest is the same. I heard it in my hometown. At university 200 kilometers away, in Berlin other end of Germany, in Hamburg, from someone from the Ruhrpott, and now from Finland. The friend of the brother of one of my friend's friends surely got around. I'm confused? Blowing only 0.2 on the breathalyzer in Finland? I thought that was normal there. That's a roundabout way to confuse the cops, beat the rap, and finish the punchline. It's not finished. Op should return to his real job as JT's speechwriter. Wouldn't it be obvious that both cars were driving the roundabout in reverse? Or was this one exiting the roundabout? The confusion detracts from the joke. Why does the doctor's speech as if I'm an idiot? We have rangers, rogues, samurai, and ninjas. Car companies need to give us a healing class. I drive a Honda Cleric. I could go for a BMW Paladin. Can I interest you in a nice Ford Probe? The Nissan Altima Online. Aren't ambulances clerics? Honda Mage. Those are ambulances, and you need special training to unlock it. Cadillac can heal anything by throwing money at it. Comes with optional young blood transfusion unit built into rear compartment. We have that. The Pope Mobile. Yeah, but what about the evil classes? That'd be sick. Dodge Necromancer? Sign me up. Ford Warlock? Hell yeah. Mitsubishi Death Knight? Yeah, I'll take it. I believe that would be called an ambulance. I need that Toyota Alchemist. Something about a Chevy Paladin sounds off. Kia Druid? Volkswagen Priest? What app is so useful you can't believe it's free? Libby for library ebooks and audiobooks. VLC Media Player plays anything you throw at it. Download VLC Remote for your phone and your computer now works like a Fire Stick. You are welcome. Just wanna watch that movie but don't wanna cycle through the gajillion streaming services to see where it's showing for free? Use this app to tell you where to see it and what it will cost you in your country's choice of apps and currency. Google Map. I have no sense of direction whatsoever, literally changed my life. GIMP. What will they call 50 Cent when he dies? 50 spent, 50 went, 4 bits the dust, dead. Sentinel. Inflation, 50 cent. Taken out of circulation, 0 cent. What concert only costs 45 cents? 50 cent for Nickelback. 50 cents less. Curtis James Jackson, a highly influential media mogul. Fare for the ferry, 50 cent off. Bet. Filthy cent also okay. What's a song most people have forgotten, but is still a total banger? She Sells Sanctuary the Cult. Cannonball the Breeders. Electric Avenue. Eddie Grant. It often comes on the radio here in Tampa along with other forgotten masterpieces such as Put It on the Ritz by Taco and Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell. Picking some great TV songs that rarely get mentioned nowadays. The theme to the Rockford Files. Rockapella. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? 12 from Sazim Street, which interestingly was sung by the Pointer Sisters. Private Idaho by the B-52s. Radar. Love Golden Earring. There's this song by Roxette called She's Got the Look. I heard it once as outro music to a podcast and I was like, damn, that's catchy. X200B. Ballroom Blitz by The Sweet. Green-Eyed Lady by Sugarloaf. Some Like It Hot. Power Station. Edie Brickell. New Bohemians. What I Am. Self-Esteem by Offspring. What's something that's mundane in your country, but foreigners think is incredible? Our enormous parking. Don't even blink at a 3-acre parking lot. The Europeans are astonished, every time. Red Solo Party Cups. I married into a South African. Are amused by how excited I, an American, get about guava and passion fruit flavored everything when we visit them. And the cheap, amazing, wines. Confirming that they get very excited about squirrels and free refills when they visit here. When I went to Japan, all the rain gutters had aggressive crabs living in them. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. A Coca-Cola delivery truck was in the parking lot where I was working. There was a couple from the UK that was very excited about it. They took selfies next to the truck and the driver let them sit in the driver's seat for more pictures. Seemed like a real treat for them. What's your number one fuck you song? I'm Still Standing by Elton John. The song is basically fuck you, I'm happy, killing in the name, I hope you die Bloodhound Gang. You Oughta Know by Alanis Morissette. Fucked with an Anchor by Ailstorm. Walk by Pantera. Person Shrugging. Light Brown Skin. Fuck You Lily Allen. Straight to the Point. D. Bob Dylan's Positively 4th Street. We're Not Gonna Take It. Twisted Sister. Fuck It Amen. I shouldn't have been listening to that song in 3rd grade lol. STFU pink guy. Give you hell all American rejects. Another FU song by Real Big Fish. Why don't you get a job? The Offspring. Fuck you by CeeLo Green. Who do you feel is the worst successful band in history? Not a band but DJ Khaled. Wild Stallions. But they brought about world peace, and it's excellent for dancing. They were historically and self-admittedly a terrible band while simultaneously existing shared timeline as the world's most successful band, that united the world. Lost profits because Ian Watkins. Why is every popular Ask Reddit thread these days just asking people to list things they hate? Not a band but Chris Brown. He beat up Rihanna and women still buy his records and go see him live. Kid Rock. He is in my top 3 list of people who made a deal with the devil. 5 Finger Death Punch. Why is alcohol banned in calculus classes? I'm divided, because when alcohol is part of the equation it makes it hard to function. You mean it's a sin to drink in calculus? For those that don't get the joke, sin is an integral concept in trigonometry, which is, in turn, integral to the field of calculus. The more you know, and knowing is half the battle. Yojo, because it isn't the correct solution. People don't know their limits. It will make sure no one gets sloppy. Square root of the problem. I disagree. Alcohol is integral to calculus, because pi r round, cornbread r squared. I denominate this joke to be a bit irrational. If I can't drink and do math, then what the hell am I supposed to do? Drink and do something else? Do math gag sober? Because alcohol induces continuous change. I'm sorry, but according to chemistry, alcohol is a solution. You have no way of knowing that you weren't served human meat at some point in your life. For a while Jack in the Box was serving kangaroo and they're all meat burger patties. Frank fed us human meat and we got the hunger. I've eaten portions of myself after injuries. You can if you ever performed oral. Sure. But a more meaningful statement would be you don't verify what you eat every time. It's an off-menu item and costs more. My dad used to buy pork off the Pictons for our family, so you never know. If you don't know who that is, Google Willie Picton. Actually, all practicing Christians have, and do every time they take communion. I know I have never had human meat in my life, as I have never had meat in my life in the first place. Not vegan, I am vegetarian. If you have ever eaten human flesh you would be able to tell. After a few days you get violent shakes, turn pale, crave only meat. Some other side effects I cannot remember.